Okay, from the assassinationscience.com/emp5.htm. Microwave technology and its use against humanity. Microwave technology and its use against humanity. We've been telling you that advanced microwave technology is being used against the human race. We've taken many beatings from the skeptics, but things have finally come to light on the subject. We're including material here which should make the subject clearer. Okay. While the military was vigorously denying the very existence of bioeffects from electromagnetic field exposures, such bioeffects were actually being explored as potential weapons. Weapons with the enormous advantage of being totally silent and imperceptible. The EMP concept has been extended through the development of devices that generate EMP pulses. Devices that generate EMP pulses without the need for nuclear explosions. Wasn't that nice? Such devices could be deployed for use against enemy command and control centers and against aircraft in order to produce failure of electronic equipment. Let me see. A derivative of this program is HPM, high-powered pulse microwave, a system producing intense, extremely short pulse waves of microwave. Several types ranging in frequencies from 1200 MHz to 35 GHz, with powers up to 1,000 megawatts are being tested. These are also considered for potential use as weapons against human beings. Let's go down here. Okay. Military implanting humans and microwave technology. If the above file isn't enough, there's more to this than most ever thought possible. Along with ETs implanting people, it appears the military has their own program. There is currently an electronic mind control system, extremely effective and very difficult to detect. It is being used on at least one person in California and probably many more in America. Whoa. It is most likely being used by the members of the U.S. government, of course, CIA, NSA, and DOD, the Illuminati, Freemasons, the Brotherhoods, or the secret Greek society. Essentially, the above groups overlap and may be viewed as the organization. They are experts at secrecy, cover-up, terrorism, and mind control. Let me see if I can get through this sentence without laughing. They view themselves as enlightened. I'm sorry. They are essentially organized criminals who commit massive abuses, terrorism, torture, mind control, slavery, and murder. Their most common techniques are to use behavior modification and hypnosis on a person under ether gas or another general anesthetic. Be careful anytime you go for surgeries, guys. Anyways, it causes a person to be extremely under their mind control when given an auditory or visual oh boy, I gotta learn these words. Post-hypnotic. Oh, post-hypnotic. Sorry. Post-hypnotic signal. They call this creating a slave or putting them into a Greek sleep. Because of the techniques and drugs, the person has complete amnesia for the conditioning. Wow. As well, frequently the victim has complete amnesia for the behaviors they are instructed to do while they are in the hypnotic trance. Almost sounds like the Manchurian Candidate thingy. I'm not sure. The members of the organization financially, mentally, physically, and sexually abuse the victim or slave. If a person begins to recall the conditioning or abuses, they are told, "It was only a dream and you are crazy, it didn't happen." Often the victim is also given memory blocking drugs and electric shock to the head to erase memories. The organization extensively uses the above techniques. Unfortunately, several extremely sophisticated advanced techniques have been developed and have been used for several years. 1. A person is taken under general anesthetic to a surgery location. This is usually done at night while the victim is sleeping. Oh. I wonder if that's all those alien abductions. Abducted by the government. Have no memories when they return? Wow. Said it was a dream? Let's think about that one. All these people claiming alien abductions. This here says that the organization usually does their stuff at night while the victim is sleeping. Ether gas is injected into his or her bedroom. Oh! Ether gas is injected into his or her bedroom, and the victim is drugged and taken away. There's your alien abductions. The above involuntary sedation is also how other conditioning, torture, and abuses are often done. Alternately, the victim is simply told lies about the need for surgery. Right. So, let me add that this probably is not all about alien abductions. I'm sure they do it other ways. So let me clear that up. 2. An incision is made just behind the ear or inside the ear canal with cosmetic surgery techniques. When it heals, it looks just like a fold in the skin. The entire procedure is often done without the person realizing it. Oh boy. 3. Incredibly, a miniaturized electrode plate is inserted under the skull next to the brain, near the pre-speech area of the brain. It has the latest extremely small and powerful microchip sensors, battery, and transmitter. 4. The sensor's transmitter, which is EEG microtechnology, read the brain waves and transmit a digital signal. The signal is extraordinarily strong for such a small device. The signal can travel several miles. It is picked up by a relay receiver and transmitted to a computer, where instantaneously the software reads the digits and converts them into language. This is all done at radio wave speed or speed of light. 5. Effectively, a person with the involuntary implant has every thought read without knowing it. A person with the involuntary implant has every thought read without knowing it. So, that means what it means. They have the technique to read our thoughts. Sounds like science fiction or paranoia, doesn't it? It isn't. It is not fiction, and it is not the product of psychosis. Wait, let me go back. It sounds like science fiction or paranoia, doesn't it? It is not fiction, and it is not the product of a psychosis. It is absolutely true. The technology is this advanced, and the criminal organization is this psychopathic. Oh, I wonder how long they'll leave this video up. The organization relies on it sounding so bizarre and heinous that no one would believe it. I believe it. It is extremely cruel, high technology reality. Anyone who discloses their diabolical methods is easily discredited, terrorized, mind controlled, or murdered by the organization. 6. Accompanying the above thought reading technique are the thought inserting techniques. Low frequency subliminal sound has been used for years for inserting ideas into one's mind. Basically, very low frequency subliminal sound is perceived by the victim as one's own thinking. It bypasses the normal auditory system, but the content of the words is perceived. because it is so subtle. If a broadcast is in first-person language, an unaware person finds it impossible to discriminate the subliminal broadcast from one's own thoughts. One disadvantage of the above low-frequency subliminal sound technique is that others in the area also experience the same broadcast. Sometimes people have simultaneous thoughts while another person in a situation. It may reflect that someone in the area is using a low-frequency subliminal sound technique. Wow! So two people can have the same thoughts at the same time. 7. The mind control sound broadcast is now accompanied by an incredible radio broadcast technique. They make use of another surgery technique for this: thought inserting. Cosmetic surgery is used to insert a microchip receiver speaker under the skin near the eardrum. Essentially, it is a very tiny radio receiver with a tiny battery and speaker. Usually one is placed near each eardrum. And behind the ear canals, so they won't be detected. A very low volume broadcast is used so the person does not perceive it as sound, but as one's own thoughts. Effectively, a person with the involuntary implants has thoughts inserted without knowing it. 8. Summarizing, there are two basic advanced techniques. 1. Thought reading implant. 2. Thought inserting implants. Along with the standard mind control techniques, there's a complete grievous human slave technology. The surgeries are done under general anesthetics, which often includes time for the incisions to heal. The person is told he or she had a severe flu or some other illness to account for the time of unconsciousness. Alternately, the victim is simply lied to about the surgery. The victim unknowingly has involuntary implants that read their thoughts and insert thoughts electronically. The person is not even aware they have implants. 9. Most people unfamiliar with the organization's methods find it difficult to believe the above. I have found that many people with whom I have discussed the above are also victims of basic terrorism and mind control. Part of the mind control process is to strongly condition people to the idea that you are psychotic or in danger of thinking such things happen. There are firemen, police, military, lawyers, doctors, engineers, clergy, teachers, journalists, and other members of the communities who conspire to commit atrocities. There are firemen, police, military, lawyers, doctors, engineers, clergy, teachers, journalists, and other members of the community who conspire to commit atrocities. Guess you can't trust anybody. Unsuspecting victims are kept defenseless. The organization is without conscience, and their acts are so evil it is difficult to believe. They are very secretive, well organized, and have the latest technology. Members of the organization are extremely proficient at lying, deceit, impersonation, and mind control. God is my witness. I give you my word. The above is true and accurate to the best of my ability. Name and address withheld. For obvious reasons, because this is very serious information. All right. Thank you.